tweeted, he said, "Welcome to the big leagues, Paddy Pimblett. One up for the legends."
Right.
What do you think about just like you carry? How much pride do you?
We're up 3. He beat BSD. I beat Fazeev, and I just beat Paddy. We're up 3 right now. Taporia took out Max, so we might be 3-1. But I'm going to try to avenge that one.
Is Conor going to come back? Is John going to fight Pereira? What Dana is kind of, is not uncertain about. But I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilya potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. It should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, being fair competitively, especially in the performance that he puts, like, why wouldn't you? Right. In the perfect picture, you would want Justin to fight Ilya.
The question is whether that moment, representing America at the White House, will still happen after everything that's unfolded.
I think now because they have dirty boxing, really, They just fighting hard, but there is no good technique. But Ilya will be left now because Ilya has such a high level of boxing.
Justin Gaethje's interim title victory reshaped the division while simultaneously pointing to what comes next. Ilya Topuria has emerged, and now both fighters are openly pushing for the same matchup. When two of the most dangerous athletes in the sport are calling for each other at the same time, it goes far beyond hype. It signals something much bigger on the horizon.
I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilya potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. It should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, being fair.
Acknowledged that he suffered notable injuries and would need time to recover, but made it clear his focus is locked on something far bigger. Competing at this level, he said, takes priority over everything else right now. He briefly mentioned a potential White House appearance in June, explaining that he's already represented his country inside the cage and believes opportunities like this are rare. Unless something truly serious stands in the way, he's determined to seize the moment.
Still flowing a little bit, but do you have an update on physically, how you feel? Are you going to need some time off? Is there possibly anything broken after?
I definitely need some time off. He fucking rocked my brain a couple times, and the only thing we have over the more dangerous sports, which is boxing and football, is we get to take time, and so I will do that. But the White House is in June, and I represent this country. I represented it tonight, and I hope to be. Obviously, look at the position and the opportunity they just gave me here. There's no way to keep me off that card unless I'm dead.
When the idea of a possible White House showdown with Ilya was raised, Justin stayed grounded and didn't oversell it. Still, he acknowledged how massive it could be, especially given Ilya's rapid rise, his emphatic finishes, and the way their styles collide. In that kind of setting, Justin sees it as one of the biggest fights the UFC could possibly make, and he made it clear he's prepared to step in and take control if the opportunity becomes real.
Popular Ilya's becoming just the method of victory he's had, and your style of fighting, and add those two to the White House. How big do you think that fight could be between you two?
If I had any bit of a personality, it'd be fucking huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. It's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But there's no doubt it would be the best. One of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It would be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7. Whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's not back by then, they will strip him, and I will be undisputed, and then I'll fight for the belt.
Ilya, meanwhile, took aim at Paddy first, downplaying the win by pointing to an aging opponent before briefly acknowledging the result. He then shifted focus and issued a clear warning, saying that no matter what happens next, Justin is walking straight into danger.
You are the first two-time interim champion in UFC history. You don't usually get too many second chances, but here you go to a unifier with an undefeated top 3 pound-for-pound fighter. I know he is not Khabib, but what are you taking into this fight with Ilya in terms of lessons and why you're going to make it work this time?
Just got to trust the preparation, trust in my coaches and trust in my skills. I'm here for a reason. I hope it's my destiny, but I don't get to.
Justin admitted the road ahead won't be easy, but he remains steady in his mindset. He emphasized trusting his preparation, his team, and his own skills, believing he's exactly where he's meant to be. While he hopes things break his way, he accepts that outcomes can't be forced, and only time will tell how it all unfolds.
No, I don't give a
The
fuck.
message will be in the octagon.
I won't give him the time of day. I'll, rely on my coach to watch him a lot. I've seen him fight, obviously. Go back and watch these guys. I really rely on my coach. I watched Paddy today. And yeah, this is so fast. I have no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Well,
there was never a question of motivation.
Neck and neck, it was either going to be you, Paddy, or Armin fighting Ilya. Then obviously the news, Ilya wasn't going to fight early this year. At any point, was it frustrating or just difficult to get that motivation? Because it kind of felt like you were right there, and now you have to win one more after already going through all the battles. Was that ever difficult to have to get up for one more challenge before that opportunity?
No. I mean, I wanted it to be for a championship. This makes me a champion on paper with the UFC, so I'm very proud of what I accomplished tonight. I'm proud of the opportunity that it's gained me to fight a guy like Ilya. And this is everything I've ever wanted. This chance to write the end of my last chapter.
When asked if he had a message for champion Ilya Topuria, Justin was direct and brushed aside the hype and trash talk. He said he isn't focused on sending messages to anyone, choosing instead to trust his coaches to study Topuria, build the right game plan, and drill it into every training session. For Justin, it all comes down to preparation, precision, and execution. And once he's inside the octagon, the work he and his team have done will speak louder than anything he could say.
It seems that it's going to be Gaethje versus Topuria. It's probably going to be a crazy fight also, most likely striking. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be interesting. I think that Ilya hits like a truck, and so does Gaethje. And I think if Gaethje prepared,
Ilya Topuria, or he's going to fight Arman Tsarukyan. And I think the right thing is for him to fight Ilya Topuria. But if Ilya Topuria is not ready, I'm not sure if Justin Gaethje. I think he really wants that undisputed. And hopefully we get Ilya Topuria. Now, when I look forward to Ilya Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, I think Ilya Topuria is just way too disciplined on the feet. I think he has the knockout power. You look what he's done against Charles Oliveira. You look what he's done against Max Holloway. Ilya Topuria is very strategic, disciplined, where he's going to have his hands up. He's going to pot. He's going to get a look at what's going on. I just feel like he's a way cleaner boxer, and he puts his combinations together 1, 2, 3, nothing overzealous, but a fight.
There was never any doubt about his drive. Even after countless battles, the pursuit of a title continued to push him forward. With a championship on the line, this moment meant far more than just another win. It validated everything he's poured into his UFC career. And much like Ilya, he sees this opportunity as a defining moment to shape the final chapter of his legacy.
How does Armin fit into this? I think Armin is at the beck and call of the UFC, meaning that the UFC dictates what's going to be next for Arman Tsarukyan. I think Justin Gaethje might hang on to the undisputed. He might wait for the undisputed opportunity to fight Ilya Topuria. It happens. You're going to have Arman Tsarukyan keep going on these wild side quests by doing more media and also doing more grappling, which is fine. I wish he would get the opportunity to fight Justin Gaethje, and then those guys can decide between Justin Gaethje and Arman Tsarukyan if whoever wins can fight.
I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilya potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. It should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, being fair, competitive.
As the potential matchup continues to spark debate, Dana White has weighed in, describing it as a pure stand-up war. Both Justin Gaethje and Ilya Topuria carry serious knockout power, and if Gaethje shows up fully prepared, the fight has all the ingredients to be non-stop chaos. White expects fireworks the moment they step inside the cage, with either man capable of ending it instantly. This is the kind of high-level clash that delivers constant action, elite skill, and the star power to headline any card.
Especially in the performance that he puts, why wouldn't you? In the perfect picture, you would want Justin to fight Ilya is different.
It is distinct, and there is...
For Paddy Pimblett, you can see, one, his head was up, and then two, defensively, like Paddy would do this, like some amateur shit. And I'm surprised, and Justin was, and he did hit him, but you could tell Justin was going to the body because he was going over like that overhand. Yeah. That he did nail him, but opponent, somebody compact and somebody that could really keep his freaking hands up, that just understands the finesse of fighting.
Demetrius Johnson has also weighed in, saying the ideal matchup is Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria. He questioned whether Justin even cares about defending an interim title, since his focus is clearly on becoming the undisputed champion. Looking ahead, Johnson described Topuria as a disciplined, intelligent fighter with serious knockout power, pointing to his wins over Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway. He expects Ilia to stay calm, keep a tight guard, read the fight as it unfolds, and turn it into a fast, high-level contest.